Have you ever sent a text and immediately wished you could unsend it? Like you wanted to tell a friend about your crazy morning, but all you could type was, I woke up, I ate, I came to work. It sounds so robotic, so impersonal.
That feeling is the worst. It's like you have this entire movie playing in your head, the alarm you snoozed 5 times, the coffee that saved your life, the traffic jam that almost made you late. But the only words that come out are from a boring textbook. We know this feels overwhelming, like your personality is trapped behind a language barrier.
Exactly. I had a student, Javier, a brilliant chef from Spain. His mornings are pure creative chaos. He's tasting sauces, directing his team, plating beautiful dishes. But when his English-speaking friends asked about his morning, he'd just say, I cook. It didn't capture any of his passion. He felt invisible.
That story gets me every time because it's so real. We've all been there. You want to connect, to share who you are, but the words just aren't there. But guess what? Today, we fix that. We're going to give you the sentences you need to describe your real life, not the textbook version.
And you'll want to stick around because our third major tip today is a game changer. It's a simple trick that will make your daily stories flow naturally and save you from those awkward, silent pauses.
So, why are we so passionate about this? This isn't just about grammar or memorizing a list of phrases. This is about connection. It's about finally being able to text your crush a funny story about your morning without panicking over every word. It's about joining the inside joke with your colleagues instead of just smiling awkwardly.
It really is. Think about it. What's the difference between saying, I do my job, and I spent the whole morning wrestling with this tricky project, but I finally figured it out? The first one is a fact. The second one is a story. It has struggle, it has victory, and it invites people to connect with your experience. People don't bond over facts. They bond over feelings and stories.
I literally cried once when a student from Brazil named Sofia told me this story. For months, she just nodded along during the Monday morning, how was your weekend, chat at her office. She was terrified. After we worked on these kinds of phrases, she finally shared a story about trying to assemble IKEA furniture and failing miserably.
Oh no, the classic IKEA struggle.
Exactly. Her whole team started laughing and sharing their own furniture horror stories. She said for the first time, she felt like she wasn't just the foreign employee. She was just Sophia. That feeling of belonging, that is why this matters.
That's the core of it. You're not just learning English. You're building the freedom to be yourself in a new language. You're gaining the confidence to show up as the funny, smart, interesting person you already are. You're not just learning. You're joining the DialogueBoost family.
Okay, before we build you up, we have to break down some common mistakes we see all the time. And don't worry, these are super common. Seeing them will help you avoid them.
Let's start with mistake number 1, the direct translation trap. Oh, this one is sneaky. We had a student, Maria, from Italy. She would correctly say, I make my bed in the morning. Perfect. But then she'd continue, then I make a shower, and then I make breakfast.
I can see how that happens. In many languages, one verb like fare in Italian or hacer in Spanish can be used for all those things. But in English, that sounds a little strange. It can even be confusing. If you say you make breakfast, are you cooking it or eating it? It's unclear. We don't make a shower. This is all about collocations, words that are best friends and always hang out together.
The correct phrases are take a shower, have or eat breakfast, and do the dishes. We'll give you a whole list of these power couples later.
Okay, on to mistake number 2, the wake up versus get up confusion. My student Steve, a hilarious guy, kept telling his morning stand-up meeting at his tech job, I wake up at 7, then I wake up at 7:09, and then I wake up again at 7:18. His team was so confused.
They must have thought he was passing out. What he meant to say was that he was hitting the snooze button. This is a crucial distinction that most learners miss. Waking up is when your eyes open and your brain turns on. Getting up is when you physically leave your bed.
Yes, you can wake up and stay in bed for an hour scrolling on your phone, but you only get up once. Describing that struggle in between is what makes your story relatable.
And that leads us perfectly to mistake number 3, the robot list. This might be the biggest one of all. We hear this constantly from beginners and even intermediates. They describe their day like this. I wake up. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to work.
It's grammatically correct, but it has zero personality. It's a log file, not a story. It's missing 2 secret ingredients, flow and feeling. But here's what most learners miss when they try to fix this. They just add more items to the list. I wake up, I check my phone, I brush my teeth, I drink water. It's still a robot list, just a longer one.
The real solution is learning how to connect those ideas and add your emotions to them. And that is exactly what we're going to do right now.
All right, let's build your new natural-sounding routine from the ground up. This is the fun part. We're going to give you 4 powerful steps.
Step 1 is your verb power-up. Let's fix that make, do, take confusion from mistake number 1. Think of these verbs as specific tools in your toolbox. You wouldn't use a hammer to turn a screw, right? Same idea.
Let's give you the essential daily routine verb toolkit. Repeat these after us, out loud. It really helps. I take a shower, not make a shower. I get dressed, not put dressed. I have breakfast or eat breakfast. I brush my teeth. I commute to work. A great verb that means to travel to your job. I do the laundry. I do the dishes.
Practice those. Just switching make a shower to take a shower instantly makes you sound more natural.
Okay, step 2. From waking up to getting out. Let's upgrade that moment your day begins. Instead of just, I wake up at 7, let's add some drama and reality.
If you're like me, your morning might sound like this. My alarm goes off at 6:30 a.m., much more natural than my alarm rings. I usually hit the snooze button a couple of times. Honestly, I'm not a morning person, so I kind of drag myself out of bed around 7.
See all that amazing vocabulary? Goes off, hit the snooze button, drag myself out of bed? That tells a story. Or maybe you're a morning person. You could say, I'm an early bird, so I jump out of bed as soon as my alarm goes off. I like to stretch for a few minutes before I get up. The first thing I do is let in some sunlight.
The words you choose show your personality. Are you a drag myself out of bed person or a jump out of bed person? Tell us in the comments.
Now for the tip you've been waiting for. Step 3, the story flow secret. This is how you defeat the robot list. The secret is using sequencers, or what I like to call flow words.
This tip, game changer. These words are the glue that connects your sentences and turns your list into a smooth narrative. They are so simple, but so powerful.
Here are the most important ones. First, for the very first action. Then, next. After that, to show what happens next. While I'm doing X, I do Y, to describe two things happening at the same time. Before I do X, I do Y, to show the order of events. Finally, for the last action in a series.
Now, let's rebuild a morning routine using these. Watch the magic. First, my alarm goes off at 7, but I usually stay in bed for another 15 minutes. After that, I get up and head straight to the kitchen to make coffee. While the coffee is brewing, I quickly brush my teeth. Then I have my coffee and a small breakfast. Before I leave the house, I always double-check that I have my wallet and keys.
So much better. It flows. It's a story. You can follow it easily. This is the difference between sounding like a beginner and an intermediate speaker. High five through the camera.
But we can go even deeper. Step 4 is the feeling layer, your grammar superhero. This is where you inject your personality. You do this by adding adverbs that describe how you do something.
This is my favorite part because it's where you come in. Instead of, I check my email, what if you're nervous about a message from your boss? You'd say, I anxiously check my email. Or if you're just looking for key info, I quickly scan my emails.
Let's try it with a few more. Instead of I make coffee, try I groggily make my coffee before I've woken up. Groggily means sleepy and slow. Or instead of I commute to work, try I patiently wait for the bus while listening to a podcast. Or maybe I frantically run to catch the train because I was running late.
These feeling words, anxiously, quickly, groggily, patiently, frantically, are what make your story human. They show your emotions. When you use them, you're not just reporting facts, you're sharing an experience. This is how you make friends.
Okay, you've completely mastered describing your morning routine. But what about the rest of the day? Life isn't always predictable. Evenings can be messy, plans change, and you need the language for that too.
This is so important. Your evening isn't always, I come home, I eat dinner, I sleep. Sometimes you go out, sometimes you stay in, sometimes you have to work late. Let's tackle the language for a flexible life.
Let's role play this. It's a super common situation. Emily, you be the English coach and I'll be the learner.
You got it. Let's do this.
Okay, so my American friend texts me, "Hey, what are you up to tonight?" "I'm really tired from work. I just want to stay home." But if I say I do nothing, it sounds so depressing and, well, boring. What do I say?
I totally get that fear. I do nothing feels like you're admitting you have no life. So let's give you some powerful alternatives. You're not doing nothing. You are choosing to relax. You could say, I'm planning on having a quiet night in. Or, I think I'm just going to chill at home and watch a movie. Or, I'm pretty tired, so I'm just going to take it easy tonight.
Oh, I like a quiet night in. That sounds intentional, like a choice, not just sad. Okay, but what about slang? Slang scares me. My friends always say hang out. What if I use it wrong?
Let's tackle that fear together. You're not alone in that fear, but hang out is one you really need. It just means to spend time together casually. It's low pressure. If someone asks, want to hang out on Friday? They're just adjusting spending time together without a specific plan. It's the opposite of a formal invitation. You can also use meet up or get together.
Okay, hang out, meet up, get together. I can remember that. But one more thing. What if I make plans, but then something happens? Like I have to cancel. I feel so rude.
Another great question. Life happens. The key is to be polite and clear. You can say, something came up, so I don't think I can make it tonight. So sorry. Something came up is a perfect, polite, and vague excuse. Or if you'll just be late, I'm running a little late. I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
That was so helpful. Let's give everyone a quick flexible evening phrases list to screenshot. To unwind. This means to relax after a stressful day. After work, I need to unwind for a bit. To grab a bite to eat. A casual way to say, get food. Want to grab a bite after the movie? To catch up with someone. To talk to a friend you haven't seen in a while. Let's get coffee and catch up soon. To run some errands. To do small necessary tasks like going to the post office or grocery store. I have to run some errands after work. To stay in. The opposite of go out. I think I'm going to stay in tonight.
Having these phrases in your back pocket gives you the flexibility to talk about your real, unpredictable, and interesting life.
All right, DialogueBoost family, pencils down, voices up. It is time for our interactive drill. We're going to build a full day's routine together, and we want you to say the answers out loud. The more you say it, the more you'll own it. Are you ready?
Let's go. I'll give the prompt, you fill in the blank with your own true answer. We'll leave a little pause for you. Prompt 1. My alarm goes off at...
Nice. Okay, prompt 2. First, Maybe you check your phone, or stretch, or groan.
Prompt 3. After that, I take a... shower, bath.
You're doing amazing. I can feel the confidence building. Keep it up.
Prompt 4. For breakfast, I usually have...
Prompt 5. Before I leave for work, I always... Maybe you grab your keys, kiss your partner, or pack a lunch.
Fantastic. Now, let's jump to the evening. Prompt 6. After a long day, I like to unwind by... listening to music, watching TV, cooking.
Last one, make it count. Prompt 7. On the weekend, I love to hang out with my friends and...
Woo! You did it! You just built and narrated an entire day using natural, flowing, emotional English. That is a huge win. Okay, take a moment, just take a deep breath. How does that feel? Today wasn't just about learning some new words. I really hope you feel that.
Not at all. Today was about chipping away at that wall between the real you and the English-speaking you. It was about turning that boring, robotic list of tasks into the vibrant story of your life. The funny, chaotic, sleepy, happy story that only you can tell.
I am not exaggerating when I say I get emotional when a student finally has that breakthrough moment. When they tell me they described their crazy morning to a coworker and they both laughed. That moment of genuine human connection is everything. Today, you didn't just learn English. You gained freedom to connect.
You are now equipped with the tools. You have the verbs, the sequencers, the feeling words, and the flexible phrases. You can do this. You're not just a learner anymore, you're a storyteller. And you're a part of this amazing DialogueBoost family. We are genuinely so proud of the work you put in today.
Your homework is to put this into practice this week. Try to describe your day to one person using these phrases. It can be in a text, in a conversation, or even just to yourself in the mirror. Notice how it feels. Notice the flow.
You've got this. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because in our next video, we're going to tackle another huge topic: how to talk about your hobbies and passions without just saying, "I like."
Thank you for joining us today and for trusting us with your English journey. We can't wait to see you in the next video.
Keep boosting that dialogue. Bye, everyone.